Well, our desire to disinfect everything seems to be going a little too far for some. According to the CDC, calls to poison centers are way up. Tate, why the spike?
Yeah, just like all over the nation, our regional poison center is seeing an increase in calls. Now, they tell me it's around 60 to 70%, and it's household cleaners that you find under your sink, like bleach, that's causing that spike in calls.
An increase in calls involving disinfectants. This is stuff like the Lysol or the Clorox, that kind of stuff that you use to disinfect surfaces to kill bacteria or viruses. We've also gotten increased calls in hand sanitizer use. This involves regular store-bought or even some homemade stuff.
The Poison Center hotline dispatchers' phones have been ringing around 102 times a day. The increase in calls started in January and hasn't stopped since.
People are a little concerned about what actually kills the virus as opposed to cleaning and not killing the virus. So people are trying to mix products together, maybe to make them more potent or maybe just what they think is better. But in reality, that's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea because mixing the wrong chemicals can create dangerous vapors that could land you in the hospital if inhaled. And that's not the only concern for the West Texas Poison Center.
We have had several calls of people intentionally swallowing disinfectants and cleaning products, as well as attempting to inject them or calling to get information on what disinfectant is better to inject.
Their answer is always to never inject or ingest any disinfectant.
The best thing to do is always use the products the way they were intended. So read the instructions and use them that way. If it doesn't say to mix with anything, don't mix it with anything. If it doesn't say to put it in your bath and bathe in it, then don't do that.
Now, with more people at home deep cleaning, the West Texas Regional Poison Center says they expect more phone calls, but they want to make sure that their message is clear. Always protect yourself while disinfecting. Now, reading the labels on the back of disinfectants and using them properly could save you and your family a call to the poison hotline. Crystal?
The West Texas Regional Poison Center says that the hotline is important to our area because it could save someone who lives in a rural area a trip to the ER, or at least get them started with some type of treatment before they arrive at the hospital. 90% of people who call do not need to go to the ER.